What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the TypeQQ Gaming channel. Today we're looking at a new game to the channel called Zen-Ichi. It was brought to my attention during a live stream during the Studio Mudprints, I think last week's live stream, I believe, or maybe the week before. Well, anyway, someone in the chat was talking about the game and brought to my attention, so I searched it out and found out that this was once a sort of commercial arcade game, I believe, that just turned freeware. So, yeah, downloaded and checked it out. And this is a first run, just kind of really just blind run really. Just kind of checking out all the sort of different features and different, yeah, what's going on with it really. Yeah, besides that, you know, I'm pleasantly surprised with how good looking and kind of how tight everything is. I mean, one thing you may notice is that everything seems a little close, and you can kind of scroll left and right a bit further than the sort of point of view, I guess. I guess is the proper term for it. But yeah, those sort of hourglass things are the power-ups, so makes your primary fire there a bit stronger. But other than that, you know, it seems like a very simple control. You have your sort of primary fire, your movements, and your sort of fever bomb button as well. But besides that, I mean, you can't really complain for so much for there's our fever. Yeah, you see that the fever bar is the top bar there on the bottom left-hand side of the screen, which is apparently, you know, probably like a hyper mode that gives all your, you know, like a large point output as well. However, I think during that hyper mode we did get hit, so I think we're knocked out of it. I think it's got more or less like a Crimson Clover type of deal, that like the bomb and the hyper button are on the same button. You know, so if you have fever, if your fever gauge is up, you'll use fever. If it's not, it's a bomb, that sort of thing. And it looks like we have two bombs out of 4 slots of bombs. So just shy of our fever gauge as well. But gotta love the sort of 0 credits insert coin thing as well. Kind of does really show that this came right out of a arcade cabinet. Turn up the game volume a little bit. And there's a few different ships as well. I picked one that seemed to be about the most average, I guess, just to kind of check things out at first. And this one seems to be like the most sturdiest as well. I can tell that although there's not really much of a signifier to see how much damage it can take, it takes a few hits for it to actually be destroyed. Yeah, there's another hit there, which is bizarre. I'm not sure where on the screen it will tell me whether or not how many hits I have left, but I'm sure that will come out in future videos and more runs, noticing smaller details. Kind of love the black hole bomb as well, as we're finishing off the first level boss here. And there he goes. On to stage 2. Yeah, and if I have my info correct, I believe that it was trademarked in 2005, so I'm guessing that's when it was hanging out in arcades. And I think in the last couple of years it went free and kind of been ported to PC. So pretty cool of the developers to kind of make it more widely accessible once it was done with its tour on the arcade cabinets. But also, as you can tell, I guess it goes without saying, we have our uh, current run score and our high score there on the top screen with our lives there, the sort of two blue blobs there are more or less our ships there. Not sure what the 008 is signifying, as it's been slowly going up now. I'm not sure. That could be actually, I think that's our modifier, as there's times 8s things bouncing around everywhere. I think that's just kind of a indicator of that. But one thing I've really noticed about this game that I really do enjoy is that there is a lot of bullets on the screen. However, a lot of it is kind of slow moving, so really gives you a fair chance to kind of dodge and weave everything. Yeah, I really got beat up there, but luckily it looks like our ship can take the beating, I guess. There seems to be a sort of, I can't really see it when we're down low, but there seems to be a percentage. Oh, maybe that's for our fever gauge there. Yeah, as it's kind of, yeah, 80s, and yeah, I guess that's indicating what our fever gauge should be up. I suppose also that swirling blue stuff might be the number of hits we can take before we're just on raw ship power. I'm not sure, but it'd be something we'll have to kind of see. I think we took a hit in there as well, but we still have 3 swirls, so I'm not really sure. Although our hit did take down our fever gauge, I'm not sure. Still, a lot of things to learn, I suppose. Second level boss here. I found this boss particularly tricky because there's a moment where he kind of comes and visits you rather close, and luckily I get to shoot off a lot of these rockets off the side of him. Level 2 fever, bringing everything up to level 16 times 16. Yeah, this part gets real tricky because it's kind of like out of options of really what to do. But it didn't last too long. Yeah, loving the barrage there, and then the slight dodge. There we go, there's our first life, unfortunately. Dropping a giant, like, black hole on him there. Certainly a nice rate of points there. Yeah. I suppose that's how you finish off a boss. Alright, on to level 3. More trains, I guess, right? Jeez. Cannot escape the trains. But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily maybe expect a series of Zen-Ichi here, but you know, kind of a cool game to check out all the same. We might play a few more runs of it, but more or less it was just something I was kind of feeling today. Okay, now that was a pattern to dodge. And as I was saying, like earlier in some of the previous levels, things were a little slow, but now that's kind of been thrown out the window. sadly get knocked out of that fever mode rather quick. Yeah, that was a bit sad there too. Able to kill the boss off, and then something killed us almost immediately afterwards. But it looks like we're sitting at our final life. I think a lot of the strategy is killing things before they can fire on you too much. Third level boss here. Kind of executing on our fever mode rather quick. Kind of a simple pattern there, just to kind of go around the screen counterclockwise there. He's certainly a large enough boss where you don't necessarily have to aim too much. Just kind of focus on dodging and trying to dish out the punishment. Ah, and there it is right there. Sadly, came really close to finishing off that third level boss, but the pink noodle scored the victory for the away team. I mean, I suppose if we're not really looking to really like 1cc or do much of a series on this, we could just credit feed it and see how it turns out. But I suppose we'll save that for another time. Game over. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, do all that stuff, and we'll come back and we'll play some more.